$20 XRP. Is it even possible? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you that not only is it possible, I think it's very likely. So we're going to break this situation down, a little bit of a pullback here today. We got news that RLUSD might be going live today. And then we're going to take a look here at this broader market. Where are the big buy and sell walls for XRP, the critical levels to watch on our path to $20 XRP? If you're new here, make sure you guys have subscribed and hit that notification bell. My name's Zach Rector. I bring content every single day on current events, financial markets, and covering the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. All of my community resources are available at zachrector.com, and I also have quick links down below. Let's get right on into the episode here. Now, to get started here, XRP, like I said, did come back down. On my Coinbase app, I actually saw this thing go down to about $2.30. We're back up to $2.40 right now, but depending on your exchange and the rate it was going at earlier, we did get a pullback. We did see XRP come back down, right? This thing moved all the way up to $2.90 yesterday, and then a pullback all the way down to $2.20. So we already cleared out. A lot of liquidations took place yesterday. Huge back test on Coinbase, at least. We went back all the way to $2.20. Today we went all the way back to $2.30. So right now, setting a higher low, building some structure here on XRP. And I think I'm going to show you guys here later too, we might be getting ready to make that move towards all-time high in the next week. That's right. Here's the CoinMarketCap list. Bitcoin, obviously number one for now. Ethereum, number two for now, right? 95,000 Bitcoin, Ethereum up to about 3,800 this morning. Ethereum getting a little bit of a pop. Here you go. ETH finally waking up. And then XRP still in that number 3 spot, but we are about to get flipped by Tether if we can't pick this thing up a little bit. We need to pick this thing up a little bit or we're going to lose that number 3 spot. We don't want that to happen. Right on into it, folks. Check it out. Of course, they're coming around now. Citadel CEO Ken Griffin says he regrets not buying crypto a few years ago. Well, don't we all, right? Not only did I buy some crypto a few years ago, I wish I would have bought more. I wish I would have bought some of these other coins too. And that's what happened. So I've been buying higher, right? I just bought Flare. I just bought HBAR. I just bought some more XDC. Even some of us that have been in crypto, we still wish that we would have bought more, but it's just hilarious to watch these guys come around, like the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, nothing to do with it. Now it's going to transcend traditional currencies. CEO of Citadel didn't want anything to do with it. Now he's regretting it a little bit. And so if you're new here, and I've been speaking to some folks that are new here, you have to understand that you actually are still early, relative to, where we're going. You are still early, right? This overall space is still only at about a $3.5 trillion market cap. And Brad Garlinghouse predicted $5 trillion by the end of this year. XRP might have something to do with that. And, we got predictions all the way up to a $20 to $30 trillion market over the next 5 to 10 years. And that's a conservative estimate. Now, you're starting to see the hype building here on RLUSD. You even have Justin Sun with his banana. He asked, when XRP RLUSD on Tron? So this is possible, and this very well could happen where we start to see Ripple not only issue RLUSD on XRP Ledger and Ethereum. We know that they're going to get started on those two chains, but we could actually see RLUSD getting issued on some of these other chains as well. And hopefully, that's just going to bring more liquidity back into the XRP Ledger ecosystem. Coming up here soon, I'm going to be making a separate video on RLUSD, breaking down the difference, why it is only supplemental to XRP. A lot of people think it's going to take away from XRP and the value proposition there. That's not the case at all. It's almost entirely supplemental. And so I'm going to break that down in a separate video for you guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But we have no official confirmation that RLUSD has been launched. So I want you guys to watch out for the scammers. There already are a bunch of tokens with the ticker RLUSD on the XRP Ledger because there's no stopping anybody from copying the same ticker over and over again on the XRP Ledger. It's completely decentralized and permissionless. So until we get the official confirmation from Ripple, I would just hold off, and I've never seen folks so excited to buy a stable coin. Okay, it's going to be $1. It's going to stay at $1. Hopefully it doesn't depeg like Tether and USDC and some of these other stable coins that have lost their peg at times, right? The idea is that this is going to hold a peg. It's going to be $1 stable coin. And without DeFi on the XRP ledger really ramping up, there's actually not even that much to really do with it, other than it will be an option for, cashing out or taking profit on XRP later this bull run. But everybody calm down a little bit. There's nothing to gain by having RLUSD. There's nothing that you're going to gain when it launches day one and buying it. Like, I know everybody's excited to get it. I'll probably try to pick some up as soon as I can too, just cause. But everybody relax for a moment, okay? And understand that this is a massive moment for the XRP ledger and the XRP ecosystem. But watch out for scammers in the meantime. Now the attention isn't stopping. Ripple chairman Chris Larson's net worth surges by $6 billion since election day. I'm not going to fact check this, but the point being, and the reason why I'm sharing this is just to show you guys the attention. We got degens from Solana flooding into XRP. We got Cointelegraph and other mainstream crypto outlets that are starting to show here that, the Ripple founders and the team here, these guys, their net worth is growing exponentially, obviously. Ripple's bag is growing exponentially. One thing that we could talk about is the Ripple pre-IPO valuation, completely undervalued in my opinion. It's actually laughable that the Ripple implied valuation on platforms like Link2, and this isn't against Link2, this is just it's the going rate, the going rate on the private market. The valuation was what, 7 billion, 8 billion? I mean, Chris Larson's net worth is 6 billion, they say, right? Obviously that has nothing to do with Ripple, but Ripple's escrow, right, at the current prices, the escrow is about 40 billion. And let's just round off at $2. So Ripple's escrow is worth $80 billion more. I mean, Ripple's escrow is probably, and all of Ripple's holdings are worth over $100 billion. And you're telling me that this company is only valued at 8 billion? There might be an opportunity there. There might. Okay? We're just getting started. And Michael Arrington sharing this one. Ripple's XRP saw trading volumes of 7.5 billion and 6.3 billion over the past 2 days, equating to 50% of the total trading or daily trading volume of the Korean stock market, typically around 14 billion. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's dominance has fallen to 54.3%, its lowest level since April 2024. Can you say alt season? And after the Ripple XRP surge, the market rotation shows no signs of slowing down. The XRP rally stands out as one of the most extraordinary developments in the crypto market this year, a $20 billion market cap asset skyrocketing 5x in under a month. This explosive move followed by XRP USDT's breakout from a long-term triangle pattern catalyzed by the US election. We've also broken out against Bitcoin. We've broken out against every other major currency as well. Even XRP dominance is about to break out on that chart as well. But I wanted to make a point here, guys. So yesterday, the reason why we got that big pullback was because the president of South Korea declared martial law. And so we saw a huge pullback upon the exchanges there in Korea, basically being taken offline temporarily. Now, they absolutely ate up that dip. If you look at the XRP Korean won pair, it was just ate up completely like it was Thanksgiving Day dinner. I mean, they didn't just have one helping, they had 2 and 3 helpings of that dip, and they pumped that sucker all the way back up, which is why we had such a strong bounce on XRP. Remember, when these artificial things happen, you're going to see an unnatural response swinging back to the upside once again. It works both ways. It's just like the artificial suppression for 4 years and all the Bitcoin bros and all these guys freaking out. Oh my gosh, this is not natural what's taking place for XRP. And it's like, of course it's not. It was artificial suppression, massive damages that are well into the hundreds of billions, maybe even over $1 trillion. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't natural. Nothing about this is natural. That's the opportunity. Don't you get it? And so I want to make a point too. I wanted to say it's incredible to see. We were shown these riddles back in the day. We were shown these graphics back in the day. And if you look at the "So It Begins" picture, it's the exact same picture for the South Korea shelter signs. So, I'm not going to get into it too deep here, but the Riddlers are going to be telling us that they called this one, we're going to be saying that the sign was given to us by the bear after this one. But very interesting to watch. The martial law was declared. It's been lifted. that president's probably going to be gone, and that's going to cause some disruption. But this is why I've been saying that we are still exposed to black swan events, so be careful. Although we're going to talk about $20 XRP and we're very bullish, just understand that it's always, nice to be ready and hedged, maybe with some cash, just in case we do get beat up. Now, the exchanges can't handle the XRP pump. It's just a fact, and we're seeing it right now. MargX, and I would highly recommend you guys stay away from some of these platforms that are shady exchanges that don't require KYC, don't, basically just let everything go. And then you add on margin. It's a recipe for disaster. We've seen this time and time again. And so, I would really recommend staying away from any of these shady exchanges that, you can't see who's the founder, they don't put their face to it. If you, for example, I just interviewed Caleb and Brown last week. Their whole team is doxxed, all the way from the executives, all the way down to the engineers. Whole team's doxxed. They have nothing to hide. That's somebody that I work with, right? And I'm not, saying that you have to work with Caleb and Brown. That's who I'm working with. I'm working with Coinbase, very, prominent and popular within the regulations. I work with Uphold, same thing. I work with Caleb and Brown, same thing. These shady exchanges, they can't handle the pump. They can't handle the pump. So with high demand and extreme market volatility and surging demand for XRP, the auto deleveraging mechanism for the XRP USD trading pair did not function as intended. I.e., we weren't making money. You guys were about to make too much money on us. So we're just going to call your margin due. We're going to close out your positions and basically take your money, or allow you to take your money out, but you're not going to be able to capture the gains that you may have realized. And that could be for folks that were going long or short. They just couldn't handle it. And I've been warning about this, and it's showing up. We're seeing issues every other day. We're seeing issues. So it's no surprise that we're seeing this here. You guys watch out here. Now, let's get into this right now, because this is what you guys are here for. $20 XRP, major levels to watch out for. I got you covered here. This article here by cryptonews.net puts together the sell walls and the buy walls on XRP. Data reveals that Binance Spot has a $34 million XRP sell wall ranging from $2.80 to $3.50. Similarly, Coinbase Spot shows 16 million XRP sell walls within the same price range. So we're looking at a $50 million XRP sell wall between $2.80 and $3.50. So I would expect us to get another, we're about to explode back up there here soon, but I would expect a strong pullback. Once again, $50 million or 50 million XRP, not dollar value, 50 million XRP, meaning 50 million XRP needs to be bought up by somebody when we go up to this level between $2.80 and $3.50. So, I've been talking about this level. This is a huge level that we need to break. But once we break this one, we go into no man's land, and I anticipate that we'll be heading towards a $4 to $6 price target, maybe even a little over $6 on XRP shortly here after we get through this sell wall. Now, on the flip side, we have a buy wall here. Binance has a 10 million XRP buy wall from $1.90 to $2.30. And sure enough, we went down to $2.30 this morning, while Coinbase shows 4.3 million XRP buy walls in the same range. So we have 14.3 million XRP buy walls providing support between $1.90 and $2.30. That's why even if we did dip below $2, it's going to be a brief one. It's going to be a very, very brief one. And I would anticipate it's going to get ate up, and then we're going to be moving up towards that all-time high, or at least over $3 here very, very soon. But watch those critical levels. Now, I'm going to show you guys the fractal. This is the 2017 fractal. I've been playing around with this thing for, I was playing around with it for a while this morning. And no matter how much you play with this thing, this is what gets me excited. We don't have to go do the whole entire 2017 fractal. That when I overlay it, takes us over $100 XRP by the end of 2025. That's where it goes. That's where the 2017 fractal goes. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm not a TA guru. I know I'm not. I like my doofus more on TA. But what gets me excited is that if we just do half of the 2017 fractal, We got a $20 XRP, and it is coming soon. Take a look at the chart. XRP versus US dollar weekly chart on Bitstamp. And you can see, like I said, right now, this fractal right here is going up to $150 XRP. And that's, later in 2025. So, I mean, you can shift this fractal around. You can play with it. Let me delete that right there. You can shift this around a little bit, right? On the time frame, you can shift it up and down a little bit. Either way, this thing's ready to go. And you can see we're due to make that impulse above $3 here soon. We're about to break through $3 here soon. But it looks like this initial wave that we've done here, or whatever current wave we're on, I'll let the TA gurus tell us what current wave we are trading in. But what you see here, no matter how you play around with this thing, we are heading up to a level of about $20 at the beginning of this year if we continue to follow this pattern. So sometime between the next week and the next month, in the next week, we could easily break above $3. And then sometime in the next month or so, it's looking like we could make that push up a lot higher. And then if we did follow the 2017 fractal, we would be chopping sideways for a while throughout 2025 before we do a final push up towards the end of 2025, which is when I see the broader liquidity cycle kind of tapering off, the broader bull market for crypto tapering off. And so it would make sense if we got kind of this initial explosion, initial run up to all-time highs. And I mean, gosh, I'm just showing you guys what the chart says. I'm just showing you if we continue to follow the 2017 fractal, we only have to do half of the 2017 fractal and we do get a $20 XRP. If we follow the full fractal, it's ridiculous where we go. And I know that a lot of people, it's funny, I post this fractal and I show where we're going. And I got folks that say, no, we're still going higher, which I'm here for it. But this is why I have exit targets, sell targets for XRP all the way from, in the single digits, all the way up to about $25 on the high side, because it looks to me like we have that move very likely. The move to $20, very likely. What day, what hour, what week, what month, it's looking like it's coming soon. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think of a $20 XRP, what you think of the time frame on that prediction. And if you appreciate our content, make sure you guys smack it and tap it for me on the way out. If you guys are new here, make sure we've subscribed. Everything's at zachrector.com, and I greatly appreciate your support. Couldn't do it without you. God bless you all. Thank you. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.